Greetings, greetings, greetings again, y'all. I am your host, Chantel Sierra Tisha Kim, coming to you live on location, doing something I've never done before, y'all. We are on, I want to say the beaches of the world, but we just in this little lake house, y'all, today. In the lake house, chillaxing, enjoy, that my brother got. Give thanks to my brother in the lake house today. So we are here. We're just tapping in to do my live again. You know, I'm being definitely committed to going live 365 days this year. So today is day number 143. Come on into the room. Come on into the room. Let's have a conversation about self-care. Self-care is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. Taking time to just max and relax. This is my pre-gaming for our silence and stillness retreat. I am in the hot tub, just chillaxing, y'all, and I wanted to just commit to my live. So come on in the room, come on in the room. Greetings, son. You should come in here and join me. I see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Welcome into the space. I wanted to talk about how important self-care is. Self-care is the most important thing that you can do for yourself. You know, not only in taking care of your body, but also taking care of your mind, your body, and your soul. As you know, I normally come on here and I am pulling tarot and talking about, you know, tapping into universal energy. Greetings! Greetings, sis, greetings. Today is Self-Care Saturday, honey. I am here in the hot tub, girl, just enjoying being me, taking care of my body, mind, and spirit. How are you today? I'm glad you showed up for my live as I'm just tapping in for myself, you know, staying committed to the going live 365 days. Today is day number 143. So I'm not going to be pulling tarot today. I just want to have a candid conversation. Greetings, 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 Kim. Welcome in, my beautiful sisters. Today is Self-Care Saturday. So I am still on vacation in a sense with my family. Nobody wanted to join me in the hot tub. So here I is, all alone. But I would love to have some conversation. Come on in, come on in. How do you take care of yourself? Today is Self-Care Saturday. So for me, today has been all about not having to do anything. Nothing at all, except go live. Because this is my time to, you know, be committed, stay committed. Even though I don't have on my crown, but, you know, I'm imagining it there. As I am truly continuing to embrace the queen within. I told my brother, I said, this is Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous today. We are at the beach. We are at a beach, at a lake house in Tennessee, and it's so beautiful here, y'all. We have this whole room. The whole room is all glassed in, but it is nothing but the hot tub in here. And then outside this door, I got the privilege of seeing the sunset on the water and just taking some time to reflect. Taking some time to reflect and just be with me. Because we do have to take that time. As I've talked about before, you know, we have to learn to play with life. Life doesn't have to be so serious. Even when we make commitments to ourselves, we have to be able to be flexible. And in that flexibility, showing up doing what you love to do. And for me, the water is truly my medicine. Water and being able to just, look, let Calgon take me away. I'm here for it. So thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining me. And let's chat. What and how do you take care of yourself? What practices do you use on a daily basis to really ground yourself, mind, body, and soul? Does anyone want to chime in, or would anyone like to join me in the live? You can live vicariously with me here in the hot tub. No, can y'all believe nobody wanted to join me? So I got this whole hot tub to myself. And I said, let's go ahead and get it in. Let's get in this time, because when I get out of this hot tub, I might be just calling it a night. I've had a beautiful, beautiful time self-caring for me by joining and spending time with my family as well. This is really about living my best life now. And today, yes, girl, your sister over here is definitely living her best life. You know, unapologetically, showing up, doing what I love to do. And water is a very healing property, if you didn't know it. You know, spiritual baths is a constant practice of mine. Being able to release my burdens and cares to the water, being able to release the things that no longer serve. Yes, sis, yes. Self-care is number one. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of nobody else, right? As you know, my motto is me first, then you. Giving to myself allows me to have something to give to you. So here I am, giving to myself, but also showing up for you. Even though we're not pulling cards tonight, but I just did want to do a reflection of what does it mean to show up for yourself? And do you feel any guilt when you show up for yourself? Do you feel like you should be doing something else when, like work, when it's time to just rest? I know for me that's a big thing too. I've been a workaholic, work, and not really taking that time to take care of myself. So today is that day, and I keep sweating, so the water is steaming in my face. But welcome in to each of you. I am your host, Chantel Sierta Shakim, just tapping in for a little self-care and honoring my 365 days of going live. For me, this weekend has really been about taking the time to do the things and enjoy the things that are important. And family for me is very, very important. My family, give thanks. My family doesn't live nearby, so we were in for a graduation of my nephew yesterday, and then we are spending time at this lake house for the rest of the week and then I'll be going back to my regular hustle and bustle come Monday. But I did want to bring y'all in for the journey. Y'all know, those of you who've been watching me, y'all have seen me taking my walks and trying to take care of my body in that way. And today, I'm just chillaxing in the hot tub. Woo! Look, I said, this is definitely Self-Care Saturday. Sometimes we gotta just pop out and show them, you know, unapologetically. So thank you all for tapping in. Thank you all who have joined in. And yeah, take care of you. And let me know in the comments, what are some ways that you show up for yourself? I know for me, journaling, meditation, having those times of nothingness, which I'm really just now starting to get used to because I've been a chronic workaholic. I had been a chronic workaholic, always feeling like I have to go, do. But I'm coming into this place of being able to just be okay doing nothing. And knowing that even in doing nothing, I'm doing something, okay? So how do you take care of yourself? Lataria, how do you, I've been seeing you in nature. Yes, I have been seeing you doing your thing in nature, going and doing your meditation and your affirmations and your positive insight to the world. Kudos, ding, 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 ringing the bell for you, sis. We have to hook up. I know we haven't hung out in a long time, so we definitely need to hook up. I'll be back in town soon. on Monday. So yeah, let's hook up, sis. What did you say? Let me see. Comfortable in my skin. It went quick. It said walks, talks, meditation, and just learning to be comfortable in my skin. Yes, sis, because you are that. You are. Look, that's where my I am affirmations been coming in. Yeah, I am learning to be comfortable in my skin too. I'm learning to show up unapologetically, letting my light shine wherever I be, even in this hot tub, right? And then just being true to myself, because if you can't be true to you, who can you be true to? And oftentimes, I know you, like me, is a people pleaser. We want to make sure our family is good. We want to make sure, you know, the people around us are good. And sometimes it's at our own detriment, you know. I know me coming out of being a people pleaser, I've always wanted and sought validation from other people, you know. Before I could do something, or before I could commit to something, I had to get the buy-in of someone else to say, yes, that's a good idea. But right now, I'm learning that I'm the last say, and I get to choose. And the more that I have begun to choose me, as I started out with that Madly in Love with Me challenge back in February, it has changed my world in so many ways. You know, being able to show up unapologetically, it's like, for so long, I had shown up for other people at the detriment of myself. And I'm like, why do I keep showing up for other people and nobody is showing up for me? And that's when Spirit had to tell me, you're not showing up for you. So how can you expect anybody else to? That was a drop mic moment. So I said, you know what? Let me start focusing on that. And when I tell you, my whole life began to shift, everything. And honestly, a lot of things had to crumble and fall apart and, you know, look like, oh my God, I'm about to lose my life. But then I began to find it, you know, and it took that. So I'm grateful. And then being in that space of gratitude, you know, that is another way that I have learned to take care of myself, you know, being thankful for even the little things so that it can attract more good to me. Like this trip here, all it cost me was some gas money, y'all. Thank God to my little big brother. He done hooked up the whole stay, and it's been wonderful. And in that space, I'm learning too to be able to receive. Be able to receive. That is something that I had been struggling with. You know, self-care doesn't mean that you have to do. Sometimes you can be in a space to receive. And then you have to be in a space where you have people who can give to you, so that you're not the only one who has to be the one given. So I'm learning that in this self-care process as well. Anybody else? We're talking about self-care. How do you show up for yourself? How do you take care of yourself? Another way that I have learned to start taking care of myself, although I've journaled forever, for as long as I can remember, but one thing I've started doing is mind dumping. So in the morning or at night, depends on how I'm feeling, I just write everything out that is on my mind and I release it. Especially the things that I don't have the will withal to change. So I release it, I do a brain dump, and then I give thanks for the good that is coming my way. How good can it get? And look what I done manifested, y'all. Yeah. So it's getting pretty good. And it's like that card says, it's not a fake it till you make it. It's a know that you are worthy of it. You are worthy of living your most abundant life. You are worthy of everything that you could envision in your third eye sight. And once you begin to believe that and hold a vibration for that and release those things that no longer serve, you get more of these things to experience. And it doesn't have to cost you a thing. So I know in my life I've given and given and given. a lot in my relationships, in my friendships, in my situationships. And now I'm at a space where I'm receiving and being comfortable receiving, because a lot of my worth at one point in my life was based on how much I could show up for other people. And now I'm learning that it doesn't take that. It takes me showing up for myself. It takes me knowing what I'm worthy of and being open to people to give me what it is I desire, even if I'm not able to give it to myself. Welcome in, Sheldon. Welcome in, Kim. Welcome in. We are talking about self-care. How do you take care of yourself? What practices or rituals what rituals do you participate in to really help fortify yourself, mind, body, and soul? Today was a day of just relaxing. No obligation, no expectation, to be catered to just be. This has been good for me, y'all. And look, I decided that I'm going to come on here unapologetically and do something different, right? You cannot continue to expect greetings. Thank you. You cannot expect to get anything different out of life if you're not willing to do something different. So for me, this live tonight is something different. We're just having some candid conversation about self-care. This has been one of the things that we've talked about on my lives for a while. And how do you live your best life now? What ways do you have to show up differently in order to live your best life now? And here I am receiving a gift that only cost me some gas money. But we know the prices of gas right now is pretty high. But it was definitely worth it. It has definitely been such a beautiful time and medicine to my soul to be able to spend the time with my family. If y'all was on here yesterday, y'all got to meet some of the clan, my biological family. And then today I get this whole hot tub experience to myself because nobody wanted to come in. Yes, thank you. We'll talk soon. We will talk soon, sis. I'm gonna call you when I get back home, because I need to be in nature too, because I know nature is our medicine. Nature is a great way to take care of yourself. And as I said, I was able to watch the sunset over the water. We're at this beautiful lake house, and it's like, yeah, I can do both. And look, it's like, can I go live? I don't want to miss my live, but I definitely want to get in this water. So why not do both? This is my show, right? I am the main character. So yes, this is what we're doing today. And I'm encouraging all of us to take care of you. I know as women, we are constantly taking care of others, whether it be our children, our spouses, even the jobs that we do. We are making sure we're excelling in those areas. But are we excelling in the area of self-care? Are we excelling in the place of self-regulation? This is what we're doing, and this is my pregame, as I said before, for our Silence and Stillness Retreat. Coming up in California, June the 20th through the 22nd. You can find the link on my Soul Sync Vibes website, soulsyncvibes.com, the event page. And we gonna have a hot tub there too, y'all. So I will definitely be in there. As I said, water is such a purifying, a neutralizing, a balance and harmony type of element that will help us process emotions, that allows us to come back into our body, to become one with how it was in the womb. Give me a hot tub and I'm in heaven, y'all. I am in heaven, and I call myself like a water baby. I love the water. And so this has been glorious. This has been beautiful. Welcome in. So yeah, if you don't mind, put in the chat, how do you take care of yourself? What are some of your self-care practices? And how did you find those practices? I know for me, it has been about finding myself at rock bottom and not having anyone who was giving to me or pouring back into me. And so therefore I had to begin to do it for myself. You read and sit outside. Yes, reading and sitting outside. Speaking of, I love to read too, but I do audiobooks. And there is a book that I just read that has been very, very good called The Goddess Initiation by Abiola Abrams. That one is really, really good for us little spiritual women, you know, and it's The Goddess Initiation by Abiola Abrams. You can get it on Audible. And, you know, I read a lot of inspirational type books. I also have done the book study Mind Science Philosophy by Reverend Ike. Mind Science Philosophy by Reverend Ike. He's a metaphysical preacher. That one was really, really good. What other books have I read lately? Those have been the most current ones. But yeah, when you can get yourself into a good book, especially when it's edifying your spirit, your mind, your body, and really giving you truths about who you are, nothing like it. Taking walks in nature, that's another thing that I haven't done lately. So y'all gonna be on the lookout for that. That's coming soon. I used to go to this park in Atlanta that has a waterfall. And I would just go there, sit in my favorite seat, and just listen to the water and watch the waterfall, just meditating on that oneness with nature. Because nature is just like hugging a tree, you know? It refills our energy. Yes, I do already do sunbathing every day as long as it's not raining. I try and go out, sit on my back porch, get that sun radiating in my heart, mind, and soul, and that feels good too. But yeah, we gotta take care of us. We have to do the things, and we gotta learn to have fun. Doing the things that aren't always hustle and bustle. Doing the things that aren't always about making money, right? Because money, it is necessary. But is that all we working for? To pay bills or to have fun in life? Yeah, it works. But you gotta make sure it's working for you. I know me, I was a workaholic for a long time. All I could do was work, because I was in the vibration of lack and not wanting to go without. But now, I'm living the lifestyle of the rich and famous, y'all, and saying, how good can it get, right? How good can it get? We get to choose. And the moment we begin to change our mind, everything else begins to change as well. So this is what I'm doing today. Anyone else in the audience want to talk about how they take care of themselves? How do you show up? How do you show up to fill your cup? What do you do to fill your cup? For me, it's breath work, it's meditation, it's time in nature, it's anytime I can get in a hot tub and do this. Yes, it feels good. Yeah. TTs. Uh-oh. But yeah, I'm in a bathing suit, y'all, so that you sometimes get to see some cleavage when you in the swimsuit, okay? I ain't trying to be too much of an expeditionist, but I'm enjoying this because my body needs it. My body needs it, my mind needs it, and it's a peaceful place to be. You know, just doing me and doing it and doing it and doing it well. Yes, sis, it feels phenomenal. It's been a long time since I got in a hot tub, and look, it's indoors, so it's the whole glass area. But yeah, it's a vibe, girl, and I'm in here all alone. Nobody ain't even bothering me. I guess some people, they rather get bit up by, they outside looking at the lake. My brother is a true fisherman, and he loves to fish, so we're right here on the water, so they're out there, but them mosquitoes was biting tonight. I wasn't feeling it. So I was like, y'all going out there. I'm going to be right here chillaxing. and giving thanks to my brother for giving me this beautiful experience. And yeah, and look, sometimes they be like, oh, you don't want to get in hot tubs, you don't know. But don't you know, these people is very sanitary because they got the whole pH kit over there. And me being a lifeguard at times, I was like, oh, I get this. So I done checked the water. pH is right on point. So we good. We good. And I was like, okay, come through, people. So yeah, ain't nothing wrong with getting in some water to activate your womb, begin to purge some of the heaviness that we hold as women in our womb space. It is very important that we get in some hot water, get in some hot water. And when it can come up to your heart space and help begin to break up those blockages and those things that are holding us back and keeping us stagnant, ain't nothing like it. You said, oh, yes, fire is my other thing. I'm a fire girl. And there is a fire pit out there. I don't know if my brother's going to light it up, but yes, the fire and water. When you can work with the elements are truly here to support us in staying grounded, stabilizing our nervous system, and regulating our mindset. Working with the elements, air, fire, water, and earth. This is what we have to do. And I know some people try to say, this is woo-woo, this is witchcraft, this is something that it's not. This is our heritage. This is who we are. And because these modalities have been stripped away or demonized, leaves us in these toxic environments, toxic relationships, toxic situationships that we have to move out of and really begin to truly embrace what the universe has for us. And it is this practical spirituality. It's not woo-woo at all. It's coming back to ourselves. It's coming back to ourselves and remembering who we are. Yes, yes. You want to join? Care to join as a guest? You want me to join, Kim? Do you want to join? I'm going to send you an invite. If you can. If you, yes, give me some conversation, sis.
Let me see. Can you see me?
I can. Look at that fire. We got the water. We got the fire.
Yeah.
Yes. We bringing in the elements, sis. This is so beautiful. You look so beautiful as well.
Oh,
The-
thank you, Auntie. I appreciate you.
It's glistening off your face. You look very cosmic right now.
Thank
The
you. I do
cosmic
appreciate
shift.
it. Hold on, Sandy. I'm on my husband's here because I'm floating in the universe right now.
Look, girl, ain't nothing wrong with it. Float on, float on, float on. Look, when we get into those spaces, right? This is where we
Mm-hmm.
begin to change the dynamics of everything around us. So I salute you for being sister, and the
Yes.
energy that you bring is just contagious.
Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it because I'll be watching your lives and listening to your card readings. You're so animated and you just do it with a level of joy that I aspire to. Like you're always smiling and you always even if it's bad news, you pair it with something so positive to bring somebody out of that energy. And I just love that about you. You're so awesome.
Girl, I am learning this as we go. Because I've been through the depths of hell and I don't want to
Mhm.
stay there. So when God in me offered me something different, I was
Mhm.
like, yes, let's do this. And it's so different when you can truly say, you know what? This is my life. I get to
Mhm.
choose. I get to live it out loud. I get to embody all the parts of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I get to make something great out of it. This is what life is really about. And you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to impact. And this social media world is opening up the door for some divine connection.
Yes, it is. Because I found, because I practice hoodoo and I found so many great teachers that is practicing the traditional hoodoo that I read about. And so sometimes this app can be like devastating because you get some news, world news around it. But when you find somebody that's in your corner, it's just such an amazing experience to be able to connect with somebody over this internet. And it's just so amazing. So I'm so glad that I came across your videos because you are just such a positive light.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then to know that we both ended up finding Dr. Flo too.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my God, he is so amazing. And
Mm-hmm.
it's an electric energy that connects, you know? It's
Mm-hmm.
electrifying. And you know, there's so many of us in this world trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has the perfect plan. Nobody knows exactly how to do it. But the
Mm-hmm.
moment you step into your truth and do the things that make you feel good, the whole world opens up. I say it often in my reads like, the world is our flourishing oyster. You never
Mm-hmm.
know what you're going to get.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. So, where are you and what state are you in?
I'm in Marysville, Ohio. It's close to the capital, Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, okay.
So I live in like a
And
small
I'm
town
in
in Ohio.
a small town in Ohio. So, would
Hmm.
you mind telling us a little bit about your spiritual walk? Do you feel comfortable with that? And where it
Oh
began?
yeah, yeah. I don't mind. So I always felt different. Like growing up, I felt compelled to like the Disney villains and like how much power they accrued in their lives and stuff. And so growing up, I questioned Christianity a lot. And then finally, I had an experience where I wanted to unalive myself. And a goddess showed up
Oh, wow.
and told me that it's going to be okay and that she's on my side and everything is going to be all right. So, ever since I started to trust her and the other goddesses because of patriarchy, they try to erase the goddesses in the womb power that we have.
Yes.
So, I started following her and I'm still getting to know her. Her name is Kali Ma, and she is a Hindu goddess. It's
Ah,
oh
yes,
my
sis.
goodness, are you a
Yes.
daughter of Kali?
Yes,
Oh
I am. When I go live, look,
my goodness, we
next
are
time I go
sisters.
live. Oh my God, yes. When I go live next, I'll have to show you my altar. Yes, Kali don't play though. Come
Ye-
through.
Yeah, so she like showed me that it's okay to just live and be myself. And so I've been learning about her, but ever since then, I've just accepted being a witch because commonly we known as witches, but I consider
Yes,
myself a hoodoo practitioner. But ever since she's came in my life, I just felt so free, like I can fully
yes,
be myself without thinking about the consequences, because there are people that don't like us just for being melanated. And if they
that
can
part.
live in their truth and do what they want and go to the voting booth, I can live in my truth and be the goddess that lives within me. And so I've been so freeing as a witch, and just feeling confident in doing things that can manipulate, even though manipulation is a bad word to most
Depends
people.
on who's
But
using it. Depends on
yeah,
who's using it, honey.
but
Cause
to
this
manipulate.
alchemizing. We
Yes, that's what I was.
alchemize.
Yes, and to have the power to manipulate matter, that has been
Yes.
so freeing to where it has been years since I've wanted to unalive myself because I've tried 4 times.
Yes,
And in this
yes.
spring, I just feel like I can be myself, can speak my truth, and just live for me, not without shackles, not without fear. And it's
True
just been
spirit.
amazing to like meet other melanated women that has been freed from the shackles of like generational trauma. So I do appreciate you coming within my path. I do appreciate that.
Look, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Mhm.
Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Yes, sis. I am so honored that you would even share that. Because you know what? One way that we find our healing and move beyond the limitations of the world is to be
Mhm.
vulnerable and to speak our truth and show up unapologetically, because you never know when your story will be that light
Yes.
in the darkness. And I'm so grateful for you trusting me with your story, even in this moment. Because even me coming on live and doing this has been a work in progress. I tell you, I had to do it afraid so many times. And now I've
Mhm.
finally gotten to the point where I am unapologetic with it. It's like, no, this is my life. And when I begin to judge, it's just my ego judging me and trying to keep me safe.
Mhm.
But those limiting beliefs and those limiting programs of Christianity, of the world, does keep us stuck in these cycles
Yes.
over and over. And Kalima showed up for me too, and Lakshmi, and in a experience in the cosmos when I went to
Wow.
Costa Rica
Mhm.
and did ayahuasca. And
Mm.
oh my God, when I tell you the revelation of love out of the despair of death in the darkest night
Mhm.
of my soul, came through with this immense energy of love. But
Mhm.
Kali did say, we are one. And
Yes.
Kali is all about the protector of women and children,
Yes.
because and it's the overcoming the egoic self as
Mhm.
well. So she's so powerful and so beautiful. And the more I work with her, and to know that I came from the depths of, I would fight. I was like so angry.
Yes.
Instead of afflicting death on myself, it was like death to the world. You know that
Yes.
F the world, that's the mentality I was going in. And
Mhm.
I would beat you until they flagged me for that one day.
Mhm.
But till I saw the red substance coming out of you. And I'm
Mhm.
like, where is this coming from? And
Mhm.
Colin was like, it ain't that serious. You got this. All you have to do is show up for you unapologetically. And when you begin to allow this other extreme to show up, the world will transform right before your eyes. So I'm
Yes.
super happy for you. I'm super happy that you found that goddess. And like I said, that Abiola Abrams, I use her decks in my readings sometimes. She has a deck called African Goddess Rising deck. I don't know if
Mhm.
you're familiar with that. And
I'm gonna
then
look
she has
into it.
the Secrets of the Ancestors deck. Well, then just on my ride up here, I found out she has a new deck coming out called the Moon Goddesses, I believe. So
Ooh.
I'm sure Kali's going to be there, and it's going to deal with a lot of the shadow work kind of things that individuals go through, along with aligning to the moon cycles, aligning to your personal moon cycle, and
Mhm.
also being able to connect the dots of how to work with the energies of the moon, which I'm a moon child for sure. And
For sure. Me too.
I work with the moon energy a lot because of where I've been. When you've been there, you can come out of there. And you
Mhm.
can shine the light for someone else to be that light in the darkness. But that goddess initiation book, it is on Audible, and it's been very good. It's talking about 7 of the goddesses
Mm-hmm.
And the funny part about it is it aligns them with our
Oh, nice.
chakra energy as well. So I'm into the chakras and all too. So it was good. I've been listening to it. I'm gonna listen to it on the way home. But yeah, this is
That's
good
awesome.
stuff. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
join one of your lives
Mm-hmm.
soon. So the next time I see you, I barely catch you. I barely catch you on live though. Do you have a specific?
Yeah, it happens because I go live sporadically. And so it just happens. So if you catch me live, I would definitely bring you up.
Okay, I will definitely be on the lookout for it. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to stay committed, but I see that there are so many similarities. I also
Mm-hmm.
do the little talk show with my other sacred sister that I would love
Mm-hmm.
to bring you on, like just as a panel guest. We
Yeah, I would do that.
do live streams sometimes, and we can do some collaborations.
Yeah, yeah, I would love to do that. Fabulous. That's awesome. Mm-hmm. I would love to do that. I'm gonna get off of here
So now that
because my
what is
husband
your
wants me to go
business
to
now?
sleep. Oh, my business? Yeah, I can talk about that.
Okay. Well, thank you for tapping in and giving me some conversation, and I will be on the lookout for your next live.
Okay, yeah, because I did some substances. So I'm floating away.
Oh, I understand. Well, enjoy it, sis.
Okay,
Enjoy
but I'm
your
gonna say
substances and enjoy your fire, and we will talk soon. Namaste.
okay,
Peace
I'm
and
gonna stay on
love.
your live as long as you on.
Oh, I'm getting ready to log off. I think I met my quota, and I'm happy that you came on to have the candid self care conversation. And we will talk again soon.
Okay, I'll be in your
Say
DMs,
hi
no
to my
problem.
uncle.
Hi.
Okay.
Peace.
He said I'm waterlogged. I might need to get out.
Right.
Peace and love. Peace and love.